What's up guys, Kuro here. So this time I share you guys with the Thunderbolt Overload, the build that I use. But this is like more in the already in the end game. So I shared it out to Maxro build that is on the early stage of the Thunderbolt Overload, and then it changed to end game. And then for me is because I didn't go buy all +1 spell skill level, core skill level, and then go brand them, because I find that is a bit waste of my flame alley. So I didn't go do that, and to get a good branding attempt is really hard. So I didn't go waste my time to go brand it. So I straight away just go buy the cast speed for order buff. And I'm not using the order because we need 3 bird with 1 stone, and then with a full load it'll be costly, because these two together is around 2k, 2000 to 3000. If we doesn't get a full load here, then under Arcanis here we have to change to full load. If we have it, then we change to frostbitten. Like here is all copy to the last god tier, and with a new spark and the old spark, or it's like copy extra talent. Here I got copy 2 to the above is this one. And then Fallen Starlight, restore 2% missing mana. It helped to restore our mana. And then for Trini Dummy, it's like 1 or 2 seconds. Every time when the enemy frozen, we are doing like 500 billion DPS per hit. Now it's like a bit lower. So for me is when I'm mapping, I just use Eternity. If you doesn't have Eternity, then you have to use the Beacon. And if we are using the crafting amulet, here the beacon have to change to Chili. Is it the damage? Yeah, I have to relock. Sometimes the buff doesn't work. Then every time when the enemy is frozen, you will have more damage. Now it's like my crit is not enough because I changed the build too much. I doesn't have enough critical strike rating. So it's like for this one, it's only 32, so still need a bit more critical strike, but I don't want to change my equipment anymore. Here, inflict 5 frostbite rating to frostbitten enemy every second. This help. And then get +2 focus blessing. Here should get trigger curse, but I didn't get it. That's why here I use the element destruction. If you have a trigger curse, then this can change to the mana well or another defense skill. Okay, so for the equipment, the main is like T0 for mana consume. This increase our damage, aura effect, curse effect, max mana. This also max mana, and then on 2 additional focus blessing. This I craft it myself. I didn't go for everything T0. And then Beacon. Beacon we get it from max spell burst. When you from T1 upgrade to T0, it become Beacon. And then for the glove, restore 4% like Long Night Sorcerer Wristband. This is a bit expensive because it helps us restore our mana, and our main character is not casting spell burst, so we are casting the Path of Flame, so it regen our mana. So here damage penetrate, spell skill level, max mana. Here it mostly is resistant, and then 1 spell critical strike rating. For the, if this one is too expensive, I'm not sure. It's like mine is not really the max one. Now it's like 900. You can use the normal, like those that is uncorrupted or few corrupted first, and to get this element amplification, the extra aura, your life can't seal below 35%. So my life is at 39. And then the shoe, we go for armor. Here we need to get extra armor. If not, too easy to die. Neither cooldown recovery speed or spell burst charge speed. This one is really depend. And then aura effect and movement speed. My build right now is like the element resistance is not really that good, because I got get damage but I didn't get enough resistance. If here can get the 10% element resistance, it will be help. But I feel the corrupted, feel the upgrade, this doesn't like get removed, so I just whatever, don't want to craft anymore. And then freeze duration, and then like these two can be T1 or T0 depend. Plus 10% max mana for the skill cost, plus 80% 80 skill cost max mana. Element resistance, if you can this get a T0 element resistance, it will help with your resistance. And then this one also the same. For the weapon, plus 3 spell skill level, additional damage to spell burst, additional damage to frozen, and then critical strike damage. Here is 2 mana. Then next is the shield. Shield, we need intelligence shield so that we can get the cold damage for the amount of mana consumed recently. Plus 2 FD skill, max mana, critical strike rating, and then EOC resistance. My resistance just nice. If the chest here, I can get the 10 of 12 element resistance, then it will be better. Same for this one. If this is 15% and this one also 15%, the aura should be, the resistance should be much better. And this is for the equipment. And for the skilling, for doing boss fight, use slow projectile. Slow projectile good, give us more damage. Wind level 21 wind projectile. Because the level 21 slow projectile is expensive, so I didn't buy it, so I just used the wind one. This help us speed up when we are doing map. This is the same from the other two max roll that I shared out. And then this for more survive, add the armor infusion and defense layer. To get another more survive is under the split here, get barrier of radiance. Our survive sucks, but right now it's too expensive to do that. This is like only SS4 season only left 2 more weeks, it will be ended. I try to craft it myself. For the soul candle, I can't get it. I keep filling the craft. So if you can, like the split with the barrier of radiance, and then here is like the psychic search, path of frame, and then like this activation medium is like you can go buy a cheap one, a 2 second. This is a 10-second cooldown. So just like it auto trigger, I just lazy to press it. This is also the same. You can get a 2 second. The element destruction is, oh, this is 0.5 seconds, so mine is like 0.3, or you can get a preparation. Whichever you have, just use it and then just let them cast it themselves. Element resistant, precise element resistant, this is so freaking expensive. Like the precise selfless is still okay, it's not really that expensive, but precise selfishness and the stand as one is really expensive. Same for this one. Like this is still okay. It's at 200 only, 2 to 300. And then precise stealth fast for survive. I got these, but if you don't have it, it's to be need to get your mana to be 20%. Like I'm close and I don't really run out of mana. My mana is still max. So if your mana can't regen out, just remember to get around 2000 mana left for a better regen. And then for the talent tree is the same. If you have Beacon, then you choose Chuli. If you are using Eternity, then these have to change to Beacon. Let me see. Yeah. So this one is one of the max roll guide I shared out, and then from here I changed to I have one of it, like I just make it. So this neither you craft it or use Eternity. And then for the Goddess of Knowledge, this is the route, this is the point that we use. And then like mostly it's Arcanist at the middle one, because that time I respect to use to try out the Marksman, but I find that it sucks. So just use the Arcanist, then Magister. Magister here is all max mana. Here I get extra, because I can't get Barrier of Radiance on the candle, so I get Energy Shield Regain here, 3 point into here. And then the Frostbite Inflated, but mostly it's like the freeze duration or this one, but freeze duration will be much better, so that we got more incoming damage. But because my ring here, my freeze duration is already T0, so from this part I go get the Frostbite Inflated, and this inflict for Frostbite. And then we need the mana suited mana, sorry. And then this one is for more regen. And then Magister. So if you doesn't have full load, you need to get full load. If you have full load on the Pedigree of the God, get Frostbitten. Under Magister, here is all like cast speed. Then I remove some of the suited mana just to get this energy shield regain. Here is like roughly the same. This one is for survive, because I die too easily. If not, the point will be here, minus suited mana. So all this is according to ourselves, if we have enough. And another thing, if your mana regen can't regen out, reduce this. Right, reduce these costs. If you have enough, if your mana can stay like without going down, then you can add in the extra skill cost. So this you have to go test it out for the extra skill cost. Again, for the Pedigree of the God, it's the same, full load 3 bird with 1 stone. And then we don't really need this. But I doesn't have other that is good. I used to use this, but I remove it just to get another spark to copy the cast speed. So I have a high cast speed. And then for the Hero Trial, mostly I like to use this. And then +1 skill level and additional space-time illusion damage. All 3 is the same. Just that the spell level, it will be the spell damage will be different. Just get +1 and above. And then the Hero Trial is like this. I don't really change the Hero Trial. And this is the part for Thunderbolt Overload. Just that for better survive, I think we need to get under the Soul Candle, Barrier of Radiance, but too hard. I got no luck crafting it myself. And that's it for the Thunderbolt Overload on Youga1 Space-Time Illusion. If you have any question, just comment down below. I try my best to reply. And if you find that the guide is helpful, give me some like and subscribe the channel. Thank you guys. See ya. Bye bye.